Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand, right?
Afterburners coming, and they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success, and really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Past the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Mason, requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback will keep it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Off the RPO, complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll put the tight end in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive. They can play.
And the Volunteers have taken it inside the 20. Makes the grab on 3rd. Touchdown ball! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that. Defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Calls his own number. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. This is a designed run. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 1st quarter. Tennessee 14, Georgia Tech 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He lobs one high down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Okay, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best.
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Pocket starts to collapse. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Third down coming up.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chance.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the pass is intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. Third down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
I don't care how many plays I gave up to get down here. I got to bow my neck now. I got to make plays now. Great job by the defense, forcing a negative play in a crucial situation.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Tennessee, 24, Georgia Tech.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
This is Johnny on the spot. Now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
A first down for the offense. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Excellent field position here for the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Now on the option. He'll toss it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
He'll try it again. Tackle is made after the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. They'll try to get outside. Just plowing ahead. And the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Offense getting set for first down. Now on the move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Makes his connection. At the 35, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. Players always make it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
The official says no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's going to pass. Makes a catch down the right side. Touchdown, Volunteer! And the route is on.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
31, Georgia Tech, 0.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick off.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
A really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
4th down.
The Volunteers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick.
Return goes out of bounds.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10.
So, 1st down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped the ball game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Well, they decide to go onside kick, and how about the effort by the kicking team, able to dive on that ball and keep possession?
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
On the move. Touchdown ball! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.